here at Mesa County Animal Services. I'm getting ready to interview Doug Fry, the director, and this is where Grand Rivers Humane Society gets all of their dogs and most of their cats. Doug, please tell us, how does Grand Rivers Humane Society help Mesa County Animal Services?
Well, Grand Rivers, through the years since 2005, when Dr. Joseph Maruka started it, has drawn most of their animals from our shelter for adoption and placement throughout the community and the western slope. They provide spay-neuter services for the animals that are chosen each week. Since 2005, they've cleared over 6,800 animals to a new home. Just this last year, in 2019, there was over 200 dogs and over 150 cats that were placed. So they provide essential services to keep the animals moving through the shelter so they don't stagnate in the shelter. And every week they take animals out and find them new homes.
And what about medical?
Medical services through some grants and through the funds that Grand Rivers develops through donations. They pay for higher level surgeries that the average taxpayer would not be thinking that they should cover. Broken legs, things like that we don't have the resources for. They're able to provide those resources. And they also provide the funds available to spay and neuter the animals before they're taken to adoption events, get them rabies shots and heartworm tests in the case of dogs and feluke tests in the case of cats. So the medical services they're providing are essential because that needs to be done before the animals can be placed in new homes.
Okay, also tell us, how critical do you think it is for Grand Rivers Humane to have an operating dog van?
It's critically important that they have a van to be able to transport animals to and from adoption events, to and from the veterinarians for medical procedures. They've made great use of their current van, but it's time for a new one. It's tired and needs to be replaced or retired. And this van is essential to transport these animals safely. And a van would be needed because there are a number of animals that get transported to an adoption event. Anywhere between 4 and 10 animals a week go out to one event. So to safely transport them, a van is required for that.
Okay. If they had a larger capability, would you be able to give them more animals?
It's possible. It depends on the population within the shelter and our availability to be able to transport to and from veterinary appointments prior to them going out to adoption events. The van might provide a service that they would be able to transport those animals instead of Mesa County staff transporting them.
That's a good idea.
So there's many possibilities with the new van. So that needs to be a critical service that they provide.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so here I am with the current van. You can see on the outside the paint job as well as the body damage. Someone smushed us and ran off. Didn't bother to leave their phone number or anything. The amount of dogs that we can hold are only 4 large dogs. So we've got 2 here, 2 smaller cages up front, and then up here we've got the same setup. So 2 and 2, and then we've got a medium crate there. So we're only able to hold 9 dogs, 4 large dogs. Oftentimes Mesa County Animal Services gives us more large dogs than our van can actually hold. 207306. So Definitely seen some better days. The other thing I want to point out is the only heating and cooling vents that we have in this van are these right up front. So the dogs all the way in the back here, takes a long time for that cooling to get back there and the heat to get back there. We don't have a unit at the top. So we'd really like to improve upon that situation as well.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want.